What's up, Aaron? Long time
It's been
no
a
see.
while. I know, man. Sorry, dude. Like, I know we
Great
were
to see
supposed to
you.
have a meeting 2 months ago. But yeah, it's totally my fault. Like, I've just been busy with work and my newborn baby and just everything, man. It's been hectic, but it's good to see you again. And
Congratulations, by the way.
yeah, thank you. So, how has everything been going? Because there's a lot of subscribers who have been asking about your progress, and I just thought that it'd be a good time because you're at what month are you in now?
Month eight just passed. Month eight.
Month 8.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
You're
I
you're
know it's crazy.
yeah,
Huh?
you're just looking pretty good.
Dude, okay. I know I'm super excited. I feel like
Uh-huh.
at month six, I was pretty much completely across the finish line. I can
Good.
kind of show you right now. I sent you pictures
Yeah.
and I have uploaded pictures to Justin's hair transplant journey on Instagram. No spaces, no apostrophes.
Hmm.
It's the same name as the YouTube channel without spaces. And so I can kind of show you a little bit here.
Like I can see your hairline now. Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
well
It's
established.
crazy. What's awesome is okay, so
Uh-huh.
you said go up right here and here,
Yeah.
obviously. What's
Yeah.
awesome is it just flows with like the natural flow of my hair. So they really did the angling very good.
The first photos that you submitted when when you applied for the for the free giveaway, how you have to submit like all these like different angles. I was looking through some of them, and then like your tempo points were pretty receded back. Like you were probably around like a Nord 3. But
Definitely.
yeah, like looking at you now, man, like your hairline is just like almost it's not straight, but then it's pretty filled in. Like there's no like I can't even see any signs of like tempo recession. Do you mind like lifting up your hair a little bit just so that we can kind of see your
Yeah,
hair?
it's extremely short,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
but yeah.
Yeah. And you're at 8 months right now, so you still have like a few more months for like the full density to come in, and like there's plenty of more time for your hairs to fill in.
Dude, I think it's there, bro. It's like exactly as dense as the rest of my head, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking really good. And the good thing for your case was that you had very good density, right? You have
I
nice
know if you look at
caliber
like
hairs.
if you look at the back of my head photos, like where they extracted hair follicles, it
Yeah,
looks like there's no change in density, which
right,
is
right,
crazy.
right.
Even if I like feel and I'm going up with my hand on the back, it just like it feels the exact same density, which is crazy.
Yeah, and it's not numb or anything, right? You have your full sensation in the back and the recipient
For sure.
area.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been that way for a
Yes.
while. Yeah.
Yeah. How short did you cut your hair? Like, were you able to kind of like see any FUE scars? Because you had like 3,000 grafts, which it's not a whole lot, but for some people, like depending on density in the back, you might still be able to see some scarring. But I know they used like Cosmedica, they utilized like this I think it was maybe like a zero 0.6 or zero 0.7
Yeah.
millimeter size
Yeah.
needle or for the extractions. So how low did you cut your hair at one point? And were you able to see any scars in the back?
I have not gone to the painstaking process of trying to look back there and see if there's scars.
Yeah.
Um, I know they use like a very small incision blade, like smaller than industry standard, and so it's very likely that they're going to be very unnoticeable, very hard to find scars in the back. Um, I haven't tried to find them. The shortest I've cut my hair is how short it is right now, which is 1 inch, which is a number 8 on using clippers. So I cut my hair like a couple days ago. Um,
Yeah. It looks good. Did your barber know that you had a hair transplant, or did you even mention it at all, or did they not say anything? Because
um,
that's kind of the ultimate test. Like you go to a barber or like a hairstylist, and if they point out and if they're like, hey, like, did you have a hair transplant? It's not going to be natural, right? Because if they can tell, because I'm
right.
sure most barbers probably don't see too many people with hair transplants. So
Yeah.
if they can spot one, then they're they probably have a good knowledge of like FUE and just hair transplants in general. But
Right.
if you come across a barber that is not able to detect that you had a hair transplant, that means that the doctor did a good job. You,
Right.
you,
I will say I don't think that they would be able to tell that I had a hair transplant. I
yeah,
say that because for the last several years, I've been cutting my own hair, whether if it's long, I've just been trimming it with scissors.
yeah.
And when it's short like this, I just do all over with clippers. And some years ago, I was even doing like my own fade thing on the sides, but you have to have like a nice mirror contraption to make sure it's like um it like goes straight across in the back, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
So just for the
You gotta get
last
that
few,
right with like two mirrors. I've seen
yeah,
those.
it's
Yeah.
tricky. It's
Like
tricky.
I would
It's
never.
tricky.
I've actually tried cutting my own hair probably like a couple years back, and it was a disaster. I just ended up just shaving it because it just came out so bad.
Yeah,
But
it's not hard if you're just using the same size clippers all the
yeah,
way around the whole thing. So
yeah. And I recall you also getting grafts kind of like in the center area because you were kind of thinning out there. But
yeah,
yeah, looking at your hair now, man, it just looks really full. Like, can you like give us like an aerial view like on the top? Wow. And that's without any like hair fibers or topping or anything, right? It's just your natural hair.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, there, I will say the I don't know if you can see it, but the minoxidil that I use sometimes leaves like a tiny bit of residue, and so I don't know if you can see that in there, but um, yeah, sometimes like after like way after I apply minoxidil, if I see like a little residue, I'll just like run water through my hair. But
Yeah. What's your current hair loss treatment stack? What are you taking?
so yeah, right now I'm on zero point 0.5 milligrams of finasteride that I've been taking for, let's see, 5 months. And then the month before that, I was taking 1 full milligram of finasteride. But further research, I looked and saw that zero point 0.5 is almost as effective as 1 milligram. And then even some people can go down to zero point 0.2 milligrams of finasteride, and it still has great amount of efficacy. So right now I'm on zero point 0.5 milligrams of finasteride. I'm on 1 milliliter 2 times a day for minoxidil, and that's topical. And then also I'm doing using microneedling pen at, I think it's 1.5 millimeters length, and I'm doing that 1 or 2 times a week.
Cool. Are you taking
Yeah,
finasteride once a week?
I am
Or
doing once a
once
day.
a day? Once a day.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Microneedling is usually once a week. No side effects, no adverse
no,
reactions or anything like that.
I have not noticed any side effects.
Okay. What about like did you prior to taking it, did you notice like continued thinning going on? And did it stop after you started taking finasteride and minoxidil? Or do you feel like it's the treatment is helping?
I feel like I feel like I maybe kind of it's very hard to tell because I wasn't like crazy thinning on the top of my
Yeah.
head. But I feel like the minoxidil is causing the some of the hairs on the top and crown of my head to grow in a little thicker.
Okay,
So
okay. So you're responding well to minoxidil.
yeah,
Yeah, which is good. A lot of people don't respond to minoxidil, so they have to take oral minoxidil. And even then, some people just don't respond to minoxidil at all. So it's good that you are responding because you want to be proactive with treatment, and it's a good thing that you're taking a 5-AR inhibitor paired up with minoxidil and microneedling. What were like the reactions from your friends, your parents, now that they've actually kind of seen the near end result of your hair transplant? Like, can they tell a
dude.
difference? Like,
Oh yeah, major difference. Yeah, my friends are blown away. My family is blown away. My brothers, they're super jealous. They're like talking about going there to Cosmedica.
so they're also losing hair. It's it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of
yeah.
them One of my brothers is in a similar situation that I was in before the hair transplant, and then the other older brother is not as bad, but
Okay.
not as bad as I was. But yeah, my two older brothers, they are very impressed and talking about getting a hair transplant sometime in the future.
Yeah, and they're probably more open now to like going to Turkey to get a hair transplant after seeing your results and just seeing how, safe Turkey is and looking at the clinic and meeting the doctors and everything. Um, I think it was a great experience that we both had just going to Turkey because a lot of people they don't want to go to Turkey because for whatever reason they might feel that it's not a safe country, that you're gonna get a bad hair transplant. But it really depends on the doctor, right? You have to go to a good reputable doctor, and as long as you do your research and go to a good clinic, and get on meds to really stabilize and prevent further progression of hair loss, you're going to be in good hands. Have you spoken to anyone from Cosmedica? Like, has Dr. Ajar reached out and, you know,
No, they have not reached out to me since they spoke with me and you last. I believe maybe around a month after the hair transplant.
yeah,
But they asked if I can just like take selfie pictures like every day, or no, I think it was every week, and then they might try to like try to make a video out of that to just like
yeah.
show my progress weekly. And so I've been doing pretty well with that. There might be sometimes I took it a little later than a week, or yeah, but I've been pretty consistent about that. So I assume that they'll probably reach back out to me at the year mark for that.
Yeah, I recently I got a hold of Sadiq over at Cosmetica and Dr. Ajar. I think they're planning on coming to the US and they might do like a free consult. I don't know if it's going to be free or if you have to pay a fee or something like that, but it's a pretty big deal that they're actually coming all the way from Turkey to the US. And my understanding is, I mean, these are just rumors. Like, I still need to meet up with them and then, talk over these things in detail. But um, to my understanding, I think they're planning on doing another giveaway, kind of like the
Wow.
same thing that we did with you,
Wow.
right? Right? We do a drawing, we pick somebody, depending on, if you're going to be a good candidate or not. They're going to have them fly out to Turkey, get a hair transplant, document the progress just like what you did, and I'm pretty confident that they're going to get just as good results, if not better. Yeah, you'll probably see me do a video. I still need to kind of get together with them, but I think it's going to be a great opportunity because like we had a lot of fun too, man. Like we went around to different places and we ate really good food. We went to that one restaurant. What is it? Salt Bay, right? Right? No,
Yeah,
Nuzret.
dude.
Yeah, yeah. We
I
got we
love. Yeah.
yeah, we did a lot of touring around, and then we had a good time, man. Like it's just like I would totally go back. Would you?
It's a
Are
beautiful
you?
place.
Yeah, yeah. Are you open to going back for a second hair transplant? Like, let's say you want to maybe add in more density, or you want to kind of rebuild, straighten your existing hairline. Maybe you want to extend the temporal points, or like for whatever work. Like, are you open to going back for a second hair transplant, knowing how it was through the first, the first process?
I will say I am extremely satisfied with my hair transplant as it is
Yeah.
and the design as it is. Um, um, I will say I just got my hair very short,
Hmm.
so it's not the best hairstyle. It's not my favorite hairstyle when my hair is like 2 inches long.
Yeah.
Because my hair is kind of wavy and curly, it really kind of gives the appearance that my hairline is even lower than it is.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, um, if I did want a second hair transplant, I would definitely be going to Cosmedica, and I'm not ruling out getting a second hair transplant. I am for sure open to it. I'm not eager to because I'm really satisfied with what I have, but I am definitely open to it. And if I did, I guess maybe I would look at getting like 1 centimeter or 1/2 of a centimeter lowered on the hairline. Um, and but yeah, I would for sure get it at Cosmetica again if I did get a second hair transplant. Just the depth that they insert the hair follicles is exactly the same depth as the rest of the hair follicles.
Mm-hmm.
The angle at which they insert the hair follicles flows perfectly with my natural flow of my hair. And then, yeah, I just
Yeah, so
really
you don't see
love.
any like random hairs just kind of like going in the opposite direction, or like when you're
No,
brushing your hair, just listen to yeah. Okay.
no.
Yeah, it looks good, man. Like I think
Thank you.
most people who are able to get results like yours, they probably wouldn't go back unless they want to do like touch up work, or if they're like losing hair like in the crown. Um, and I think most people would be satisfied with the results that you had. So I'm really happy, man. Like it looks phenomenal. And I've
Dude,
been
thank
following. You need to post more updates on your YouTube channel. I think it'd
I
be
know,
nice
I
because
know.
you've been doing pretty well on Instagram. Um, but I think it would be nice to see you, you know, give us more details and all the
Yeah.
juicy stuff, up close videos and shots of your hairline and all that good stuff. So
I
yeah,
got one that I'm dropping tonight.
okay,
So by the time you upload this, it might already be there. And then I will say there's some people asking me the question, does it feel like I got preferential treatment at Cosmedica?
hmm
And from my experience, I didn't notice any preferential treatment. Obviously, they recorded my experience. So in that way, they did put more focus on me just because they were recording me. They had maybe a couple more staff members tending to me just so that they can document this process. But as far as the actual surgery, um, it was Dr. Acar. He did the standard procedure for my package, the deluxe package, and he went in and did a few did a little bit of the surgery at the very beginning, but then I would say 90% of the surgery was handed over to his staff, and it was exactly as described in the package that I received. And I don't, yeah, from everything I can tell, I don't feel like I got preferential treatment. But I just wanted to mention that because
yeah,
there were a
yeah.
couple of people that asked me that question.
Yeah, no. It's good that you brought that up because it's true that if you have like a high profile person, like an actor, or like a football player, or somebody that has a high profile, if they're showing up at Cosmetica, then they obviously want to take good care of the patient. But that's not to say that anyone else who's getting the same type of procedure there. It's the same methodology. They're using top-notch technicians, they're master technicians to conduct the procedure via FUE, Dr. Jar's Sapphire DHI method. So I'm glad that you brought that up because I'm sure a lot of people were wondering. Through the video, we showed everything from start to finish, and that's the same thing that everyone who is going to go to Cosmetica, as far as the procedure is going to be, is that's exactly what they're going to be getting, right? They're not going to cut
Yeah,
any corners. They're not going to do anything different than what they did with yours. But it's good that you clarify that out because, like you said, there's a lot of people that were probably wondering because, anytime you have something that's recorded, I think that's the first thing that kind of comes to mind. Like, am I going to receive the same type of treatment? Am I going to get top-notch results like Justin did, or whoever? So I don't think patients who are looking to get a hair transplant need to worry about anything like that. Yeah, man. Do you have anything else to add? Any
I mean, as always, huge thank you to you and huge thank you to Cosmetica.
No, man. Thank you too for just being able to go through this whole journey and sharing it. A lot of people aren't really comfortable going outside of their skin to show your vulnerability. A lot of people when they get a hair transplant, they don't want to tell people, they don't want to tell family, they want to just keep it to themselves. And it's a good thing for you to be able to help others out and share your journey so that they can kind of get a better glimpse and experience what it's going to be like to get a hair transplant. And as you know, like going to Turkey, getting the procedure done, and coming back, it wasn't even a big deal, right? Like you just book your ticket, right? They cover all of
Yeah.
your accommodations because that's included in the package. And after a few days, like if you don't want to stay in Turkey, you can just fly back, just resume your normal day activities. Um, it's surgery, but at the same time, it's very, I would even consider surgery just because it's very non-invasive. The worst part is the waiting game. Like you have to wait almost up to, like, from 9 months to 12 months just to see the final results. And you're going to go through the ugly duckling stage, and it's a long period of just waiting. But if you're able to kind of overcome that, the end results are going to be really good. And you're going to be glad that you went through this whole, process. It takes time to see good results, and you at your 8 month mark, I'm very happy for you, and it looks extremely good. And hopefully, anyone else that is looking to get a hair transplant is going to be able to reach out, and we can help them answer any questions that they may have, and help them go back to a full head of hair again.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, Justin, man, it was good speaking to you. Like always, if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, make sure to reach out to me. I'm also going to be posting your social media, your handles. So hopefully, people can follow you and check up on your progress. But I'm hoping to do another video with you, probably around like the 9 to 10 month mark, and then hopefully
All
by
right.
then
All right.
you're gonna have more density that's gonna be filled in. But
Large. All
we'll
right.
keep it at that. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. And then until then, man, take care, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Awesome. Sounds good. Great to see you,
All right.
Ben.
All right. Good to see you, Justin. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Later.